So great, we're running well ahead of schedule. I also wanted to just mention that it's been brought to our attention that one of our speakers, I mentioned earlier, Lucia Foss, was not able to attend today, so we will be with 4 speakers today and some nice music. So we'll have plenty of time for questions. So please write down your questions and we'll be ready at the end of the session to step up to the microphone and take those questions. Our next speaker is Chaanah Bahk. Ms. Bahk specializes in green buildings and sustainable design. She is a qualified engineer, licensed to practice architecture in Germany, and has a technical degree from the Technical University in Darmstadt, Germany. She has a broad range of international experience in the US, Germany, and Hong Kong, and is currently working at SK Engineering and Construction in Korea. And Ms. Bahk will be speaking on a case study building, the Ecolab.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I would firstly like to thank CTBUH for inviting me to 2011 World Conference, and I'm very delighted to be present at this event and share my presentation. We are all aware of the consequences of the climate change and the fact that apart from transport and power sectors, buildings are important contributors to ever-increasing carbon emission and its impact on global warming. Since buildings consume so much energy and resources and emit carbon emissions and waste, it has thus become a priority for the business community and the society to address them. And in this context, Korean government has also been striving to promote green construction, and green technologies have been earmarked as a new driver for the economic growth of the country. Being aware of this fact, SK Engineering Construction has been practicing green construction, and at this event, I would like to show you our green building, which is recognized as the highest class green building here in Korea. Firstly, I will introduce you the project summary very briefly, then show you the various green solutions that have been applied in the building. And third, evaluations and costs, and then I will finish my presentation with conclusion. Ecolab is the name of this project. It is located in Bundang, very near Seoul, and has been constructed as to be used as a head office for SK Chemicals. This building comprises of 47,000 square meters of office and laboratory facilities, and the construction has begun in July 2008 and has been completed in August 2010. And the building has been occupied since last year, October. As you can see here in the picture, the building comprises of 2 towers, one office tower on the northern side, and one laboratory tower on the southern side, and these 2 towers are connected with an atrium between. Overall, the building has 9 stories above ground, where executive rooms, office, labs, and conference rooms are positioned, and has 5 underground floors, which are mainly used for cafeteria, auditorium, service rooms, and parking. Ecolab was a project on which the client required an incorporative high-performance sustainable products to ensure that the building will be low energy, healthy, and comfortable place to work. Therefore, ecological design features were used wherever possible, which will minimize the environmental impact and ensure the area's economy benefited through the use of locally sourced materials and production. Also, to have this building objectively verified as a green building, it aimed for certain green building certifications. First, excellent level, that's the highest level of Korean Green Building Rating System, GBCC, grade 1 of Building Energy Efficiency Rating, and LEED Platinum certification. To achieve the client's goal to create such a high standard, eco-friendly building, various green solutions have been applied in the building. And the essence of green building is an optimization of one or more principles. And with a proper synergistic design, each individual green technologies can work together to produce a greater cumulative effect. I would like to show you a short video, and here you can experience various green solutions that have been applied in the building.
The idea that nature and high technology cannot coexist in harmony, and the idea that we can just take benefit from nature without any appreciation. We can make the whole world smile by simply changing these ideas. With green, we don't have to keep ourselves away from green to achieve high technology. For green, and we don't do any harm to green. From green, SK Chemical Eco Lab is the eco place where people are gifted from nature to create eco-friendly technology.
the sun comes, you're a shade. When the moon comes, you're a little firefly. And I love you more than I can say. And I'll never fly away.
With green, enjoy the green fully in the building, as if you are out in nature. For green, valuing and conserving nature. From green, enjoy presents from nature by valuing and appreciating them. The engagement of green technology and design for both humans and nature. SK Chemical Eco Lab is certified by both domestic and international green building organizations for its value of quantitative green effect. Think green, build green.
So I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I will continue with my presentation. You might be all already aware of the fact that green buildings do bring many benefits to both environment and the building owners. The reduction of energy usage in building and CO2 emission naturally leads to reduction in maintenance costs. And it has been confirmed through many statistics that asset value of green buildings do increase as well. And apart from quantitative benefits, promoters of green buildings attribute massive benefits to a projected reduction in sick time and improved productivity resulting from better working conditions, such as lighting and air quality. In regard to policy incentive, Korean government provides incentives to building complying with GBCC excellent level and grade 1 of building energy efficiency rating. Also, the building owners obtaining these certificates are entitled to be eased from certain architectural restrictions and take the advantage of local tax mitigation as well. With respect to quantitative achievements of Ecolab, the project has resulted in energy cost saving of 40% compared to a baseline building, and also 33% reduction in CO2 emission, which would equal to planting 94,000 fine trees. And also 63% of water usage has been reduced, which means about 10,000 tons of water can be annually reduced as well. Based on the statistics that LEED certified buildings receive about 10.9% increase in their asset value, and operation and maintenance costs will reduce 8.5%. It has been estimated that approximately 60.4 billion Korean won in 10 years can be saved. To have a better understanding of the energy consumption usage of general buildings here in Korea, we have compared Ecolab with average normal standard office buildings here in Seoul. And we have took the source from Office Market Report 2010 by SERV1. And we have seen that, as you can see here in the chart, annual energy cost of Ecolab is 44.2% lower than normal standard office buildings in Seoul. And this means that about $480,000 can be annually saved. In order to maintain energy saving through optimized operation, it is very important to have energy management system in the building. And therefore, we have applied BEWMS, Building Energy and Water Management System, in the building to support for an optimal operation of energy and water by checking performance and efficiency of each equipment, and also their energy usage patterns and CO2 emission patterns. And this energy analysis data provided by this system helps to update and optimize the energy improvement plan and also increases the management efficiency as well. Other than BWMS, we also have conducted post-occupancy evaluation survey of building occupants periodically so that we can check how the workers actually feel in regard to air quality and indoor temperature and humidity and their comfort so that we can reflect their request to operation method and increase the working condition as well. As I mentioned earlier, Ecolab project was designed with an objective of acquiring green building certifications, and it has achieved excellent level with the highest score in Korea of Korean Green Building Rating System, GBCC, and it has become the first office building in Korea to achieve grade 1 of building energy efficiency rating. And to have the building to level up as an international green building standard, it aimed for a platinum certification of LEED, the global green building rating system developed by US Green Building Council, and it has actually been succeeded in being certified last August. And therefore, it has become the first actually occupied building to be LEED Platinum certified in Korea. To deliberate on the project cost, 15% of total construction cost has been increased. And in this cost, it includes the soft costs, which we will refer to more design effort by architects and engineers, energy modeling, commissioning, LEED application fees, and etc. And also includes the cost to green the building, which would improve the building and system efficiencies and reduce the environmental impact. The elements of the cost which would to green the building, you would see here in the list. And out of 15% of increased cost, the main incremental cost component is the energy-related items, which covers about 67%, and this estimates to about 10% of total construction cost. It is actually easy to lose sight that many investments made to improve the energy efficiency of the building pay for themselves over the entire life of the building. Therefore, it is very important to balance the discussion of costs with an understanding of their benefits. We have estimated the payback years based on our Ecolab project, and it achieved payback of about 15 years with additional cost of 10%, achieving 40% energy saving. This 10% additional cost is the cost related to energy items that I mentioned earlier, excluding the other green elements. These costs do impose burden on the building owners. However, with time and familiarity with more green building practices, some of the costs that incurred today should decrease. And SKENC is striving to target the range of payback years of 10 years or less, with additional cost of around 8%, targeting 40% energy saving. And we do believe that we could achieve this in the next project. Through Ecolab project experience, we have gained many insights that can be usefully applied for the next future projects. And one of the main keys to a successful green building project that we have learned is the early planning. Because green building design and construction require a diverse and complex decision-making throughout the whole project period, it is very important that all parties are involved in the project as early as possible. First, to avoid any kind of design changes that would just require more cost and more effort that wouldn't have been necessary, and most of all, to achieve the common goal of maximizing the multiple efficiency of the building. Also, one of the criticized issues of building an eco-friendly building might be the cost. However, the premium of green building yields 10 times as much over the entire life of the building. And more experiences in green technologies and green construction would definitely drive down the cost factors. It is also very important to build up the know-how of optimized operations, which would absolutely contribute to an easier planning for the future projects. With more experiments in new technologies, we will be able to constantly evolve in green building practices, and we really need to continuously endeavor experimenting more modern technologies. As a result of increased interest in green building concepts and construction, a number of organizations have developed standards, codes, and rating systems that let government regulators, building professionals, and consumers embrace green building with confidence. And it has become very significant that more and more companies come forward and participate in green initiatives with respect to sustainability. And I hope we all always remember that a conscious and a dedicated effort will ensure a greener future for our future generations. I thank you very much for your attention, hearing my presentation.